Cancer cases among people under 50 are rising at concerning rates. Health reporter Felice Freyer has been digging into this disturbing trend, and she joins us now to answer your questions about the cancer risk factors of toxins in our air, food, and water. Felice, it is always a pleasure to have you, and this article you wrote comes out of people writing to you wanting more information on what could be causing cancer and the rise of cancer in young people. What did you find and what did they ask?
Well, first of all, Globe readers should know that we do open our mail. We read their letters, we take them seriously, and there were a large number of people who said, oh, why all this talk about lifestyle? What about all these toxins in our air and water, as you mentioned? So what I found out is that there are indeed a lot of chemical substances that we are exposed to every day, everywhere, that didn't exist 50 or 60 years ago. And some of them are known to cause harm, some of them are known to cause cancer. But we don't know whether they played a significant role in the increased rates of cancer among younger people. We just know that they could be causing cancer, and it certainly is a concerning thing.
And when you say everywhere, you mean everywhere. Like there are forever chemicals on frying pans that we cook. There's chemicals in the food that's getting cooked. So what can we do? Because there's endocrine blockers and so many names and all of these things being bombarded. How do you decipher what's what?
Well, you can't really. I mean, there's a limit to what you can do. If you're very worried about chemicals, there are some guides online that you can find. The Environmental Working Group and the Silent Spring Institute are two places I would refer people to where they can find guides on, drink out of glass water bottles instead of plastic, wrap your food in foil instead of plastic, things like that. It's difficult to do all of that, and it's not clear that it'll make that much of a difference. So it's kind of, the other side of this. I got a letter from someone just today pointing out that, you can't just put this all on the individual to make changes in their life, that there needs to be policy changes to protect people and to prevent the manufacture of some of these chemicals and to, public policy changes and legislation that would protect all of us instead of asking individuals to take on the burden of trying to control something that's pretty uncontrollable.
But is there a symbiotic relationship between the lifestyle that people are leading and these chemicals that are out there in the environment?
Yeah, that's a very interesting point. For example, some of these chemicals are thought to promote obesity, and there's a big correlation between rates of obesity and rates of cancer. So when it comes down to it, though, day by day, you want to tip the balance in your favor. And you have to do that by just doing the same things we always talk about and, eating healthful foods, doing the things we know will make a difference. We don't know if drinking out of a glass water bottle will make a difference. We do know that if you can control your weight, if you can, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, if you can avoid cured meats and all the things we talked about, that will help you be in a stronger position against this onslaught of chemicals.
So it is then safe to say that, yes, there are chemicals out there in food, in water, in containers, packaging, what we cook. All of this is out there, and we know it's out there. How it interacts with us is still being debated. But one thing is beyond question. A healthier, more active lifestyle is going to arm you and protect you in your fight against cancer.
Exactly. So unfortunately, it does again come down to the individual, but you probably should also be writing to your legislators and pushing for public policy as well.
Health reporter Felice Freyer, as always, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.